Good afternoon, people. PJT, Rate My Beer, and the infamous M. So, as you've seen from the thumbnail, this is the one a lot of you asked for. You'll have seen the 6% on its own, and obviously you will have seen the 6.6 here, there, and everywhere. They dropped it. Obviously, I made the video. We wasn't very happy, but in all due honesty, as a stand,
different.
Yeah, no, but as a standalone, the 6% is decent. You know, as you said, rightly said, it should have been called Left Blonde Light, because being 6 rather than 6%, which I think was a good name. You can tell she went to grammar school, you see. You know, when she's not pickle, she's got half a brain.
Just rather than light to the end.
Yeah.
No,
but it's good. It would have been right to do.
These two beers, I really want to try them side by side and see if they do taste different.
Yeah, but she was really trying to be negative. If you haven't seen the 6% review on its own, when I know we're annoyed what they did, and it is wrong, it's bad, but obviously the price reflecting, because it's not being shipped over from Belgium. When it's on 20%, it's okay, but it's not really fair to charge the same as something as what you charged, and you dropped 0.6 off the alcohol. Where's our discount? So I get that, and I get why loads of people are annoyed. As I said, I did make the video, didn't I?
This is why I really want to do these side by side. I want to see if I am going at it because I'm annoyed by what happens.
She's very annoyed.
Or
is that right, John?
I'm going at it because the beer actually tastes different, and I will be totally honest.
Well, yeah, I'd expect nothing better.
I will be totally honest.
Chucked up the Christmas card list already, long time ago. Right, in the top machine here, I will just show you for the sake of the video, because you can see. Oh, you can't see. You can see. Oh,
can you see it?
Can you kind of see? If only they've done these labels right.
Yeah, no, actually,
right.
you can see in the middle.
Oh, you can in the middle bit there. There you go. Right. So that's the top machine. Oh, blimey! I've got the things here. Hold on. I'm not that bright. You all know that. Right. As you can see there, it's a 6.6. Right. I'm using two different glasses this time, because after that bloody Stellagate, St. Fillions, 6.6. Camera hasn't moved. There you go. Right. So I know as well as you know, that this is the 6.6%. Okay, there you go. There's enough in there. Look, there it is. The camera hasn't moved, has it?
No.
And that's your 6.6, right? So we put that there.
Yeah.
Can I drop the camera down? Because I'm on the bottom machine rather than the top machine. Can I drop the camera down a little bit? But it don't make no odds, does it? Don't worry about it. Yeah, right. Because obviously the other one's the 6%, isn't it?
As long as it's still on here,
yeah.
then you know that you haven't messed about with it.
Well, it did upset me that people thought I'd con my own review. But I'll tell you what, we've got loads of views from it, so controversial can be interesting sometimes, can't it? Right, so now you've got the camera right back on us. Okay, there you go.
Okay, so visually, there is nothing in it. They look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Maybe the head on this one is a little bit more compact.
Yeah, but that might have been my pouring.
Okay.
You know, I could easily spice that up if need be, but they do look pretty similar. So you'll know, there's your 6.6, there's your 6. So to make it harder for the 6, you start off with the 6.6.
Yeah, it smells good.
Yeah.
You've got those real fruit aromas in there, the slight spiciness.
And a bit of the old Belgium yeast. The aroma for Pondera. I've got to say here, and I'll say before you say anything,
better.
that does smell better. It smells like there's so much more going on.
Yeah.
When you're smelling that on its own, yeah, it's all right, but that looks like a complete. Right, yeah. Put an easier way. Through smelling them, that is like it's a completely different beer to that. Take nothing away from that. Check the review. I'm not gonna.
So we're going in.
Yeah, I think you're going because you're trying to make it harder for this. We're not giving it an easy ride, are we? All right then. And this is a beauty. This is what I know what grates a lot of people. Like your Belgian Stella, this is what you purchased your machine for.
Yeah.
This, not this, no matter what this is. This, by the way, not that. What a beauty. The flavour that floats through. How it's 6.6 and it just glides through. This is where it gets interesting. And you're giving it a hard job because you're following. Maybe you're doing something weaker.
It's the taste profile. You are not getting the intensity of flavour from this that you're getting from this.
I'm right.
This isn't horrible.
Are you there,
Don't
SJ?
get me wrong. It isn't horrible, but you are not getting the intensity of flavour.
I know you're not keen on Leffe, but
I don't know
It's
which
not
one
your
either
thing,
one
is it?
I don't know which
no.
one either one
But
is.
just for argument's sake, I want you to
try it.
just try.
Don't tell
And,
me which one's which because I don't know.
no, but I'm going totally different, which I'll explain in a minute. I'll explain why to what Michelle's saying. We've all got our own thing here, right? Which is understandable. And I'll try again, obviously, because this is something I want to get right. I don't want people shooting me down
Is
saying
this
I can't
the
do it.
6%?
No, that's the 6.6.
I would have guessed the other way around.
But I would say they are very similar.
Yeah.
They are really. This is nothing like your Stella one, where obviously there's notable differences. Michelle's going to have her own opinion, obviously, but I'm going to go this way this time myself. Because you're vice versa in it, if that makes sense.
I couldn't tell.
As I said in the other video with this, it pains me.
Okay, I'm going to be 100% honest. These beers are very similar.
You just said you.
When you are trying them side by side, that has a more intense flavour.
I didn't find it.
I can't agree. I'm not, and I've got to say one thing. Obviously, Sean's not even into Leffe. Michelle has drunk a lot more Leffe, especially this one.
This is one of my
than me.
favourite beers.
So I have to give her a bit of leeway here. But if I'm honest, I think she's got that wrong. Bazza did a video, and you could tell in his video he wasn't sure, but he didn't have the two together. He again would be someone better than me at this. If I'm honest, it pains me to say that, by the way. But I wouldn't. If I was blindfolded now, I'd have no chance of picking these
I
out.
had no idea.
Nor's Bazza.
Wait.
But
Goes without
if,
saying.
like with the Stella, when we done the original Stella, there was a massive bite. Remember at the end on the UK one, which for me delivered because that's what I wanted. When we redone the Stella, 6 months down the line, it was totally different. For me on this, if this is what's to go on, you're not even noticing that you're losing 0.6. But let's remember, in effect, you're still losing 0.6. But remember, it could be 0.1 because that could have been 6.1.
Yeah.
You know, what people forget with it, with the 0.5, the gut runs either way. So that, in effect, could be 6.5. That could be 6.1. You don't know how they've come out. They're never going to tell you that, are they? Because you've got that 0.1 either way. I wouldn't pick these out. And that's the God's honest truth.
We're not getting the fruit intensity of flavour from that one. It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't have that intensity of flavour.
Even with her convincing me. Maybe there's a little bit in it, but I don't think there is. And remember, she's drumming that into my head. That's why I try not to watch like Bazza or Simo or Simon before I go into a review, because my head does listen to people, and I shouldn't. But I think,
It's that kind of placebo effect, isn't it?
Yeah. And I shouldn't watch them. I did watch Bazza's original one of this some time ago, obviously, when he first put it out. But I knew I was going to do my own thing, so I was trying to not take much notice, but I do. But that's nothing to do with this. That's not this one.
If I'm being totally fair, if you like this keg, I think you're getting ripped off because they're giving you a lower volume alcohol for your money, so I think you're getting ripped off. But if you like it for the taste, you're not actually losing a lot of taste.
I don't think you're losing anything. And as I say, that being 6.6, you can go down 0.5, it could be 6.1. That being 6, that could be 6.5. That could be stronger than that. That one you're never going to know unless you have expert equipment.
That is 100% true.
I couldn't call them out, but as I said, I'm no expert on any beer, really. I have half an idea.
I do
of wheat
believe
beer.
when they start lowering the ABV of beers that they are kind of tinkering about with the recipe, so they are doing something to it to lower the alcohol percentage, so the recipe must have changed a little bit.
For me, they got it right. I did the Budweiser 4.5, as you know, and I felt that strongly about it. I complained about the keg.
That was awful.
Because as you know, the keg tasted awful. It's not anywhere near awful.
Yeah,
That's a yes all day long.
It's not awful.
It's annoying, and as we said in the video prior to this, because obviously a lot of you brought your machines for that. But I tell you what, if that's the future of British brewing, we ain't got it that bad, if I'm honest, and that is my honest opinion. As I said, I'm not a Leffe expert. I'm not an expert, as I said, of anything, but I can tell when something's really similar. She's going to pick more things out because she wants to. Like a lot of people, it's in your head. You're annoyed, and I get that.
The best of a bad bunch.
That is right up there. I tell you what, any new owner that comes to Perfectdraft, you haven't tried that, and I said this as well in the last video, you'll be like, wow.
Yeah.
And it is a wow. It is a wow factor. That is a decent drink. Is it not as good as that? Well, it's 0.6 lower, theoretically, so of course it's not, because you love your Leffe because they're a big hitter.
I think we got very lucky to have machines in the time when we had beers like this. This is the way of the future.
But it ain't half bad with that.
And, you know, it could be far worse.
It's still a 6%. It's still a decent ABV.
It doesn't taste bad.
It is annoying, and I'm with you lot on that. I put out the video. Remember that? It's always like I'm with them. Well, of course I'm not with them. I put that video out and signed my death warrant after that, and Budweiser. I don't think I'll be getting any friendship. Well, this is coming out soon, Paul, by the way. It's not going to happen, is it?
Well, the only other thing you can do is travel over to France and...
Well, we are in 11 days' time.
Stuff over there.
So there you go. But again, you're saying buy the decent stuff over there. That keg, on its own merit, is decent. And I will argue this out with anyone.
It isn't bad.
That gives it the, oh, they've dropped this 0.6. You can tell. There's two of us here, and he's drunk nothing, you know, and there's not a lot of difference. There's very little, if any. And that's the God's honest truth. Yeah, it's annoying. They've cheated us, you know. So I'm annoyed to say I'm the one that done the bloody video slating them. No one else did, isn't it?
But as the actual beer goes, it isn't that bad.
You know, we did a bottle of that, and it was horrible, wasn't it? And we have got a bottle coming on Tuesday, which we've got to do to the bottle, to the 6%. We can even bring the 6.6 again into it if there's any left. It's very, you know, it's hard because one's got to come out to go in, and you have to make a choice here tonight. And life's full of choices, isn't it? Some choices can be regrettable, some can't. For me, they're a double yes. I've always liked the Leffe Blonde. We have our own kegs where we have different machines sometimes. She's always liked that one. I've always had other ones because there's been alternatives. But when I've been here on my own or somewhere else, I think it's a cracking drink. I think with that, that's the best thing to come out of the Wales thing by a mile. Because the Budweiser was ranked, the Stella, I don't even want to go there on that anymore. You don't need...
When you were putting it on a scale, some things are really awful. They were really awful. This isn't awful. It's okay.
It's not, honestly. You know, it's annoying. It's frustrating. But like, half you idiots went and purchased all this stuff and go and drink all this garbage in the pubs. That's the truth. I won't. I'll drink what I like in the pub.
We usually have Coke.
I don't have Coke Zero in the pub, and that's the God's honest truth. Obviously I don't put any of that on the camera, but a lot of people that know me know, and I will not go into a pub if there's nothing I like, because I'm not gonna. I'll do Heineken in a pub at a push, because sometimes it can be a good clean pint. But all the other things, obviously Kronenberg, Stella, which would have
They
been
won't touch
go-tos for me before they dropped them, I won't touch them. Cruz Campo is an absolute joke. Let's not even go there about that one.
No, that's fine.
That's criminal to even, you know, a Madra, yeah, another one. Another complete joke. Heineken Silver, that's not exactly great, you know. But they've
so in the
delivered on
great
this.
scheme of things,
Yeah.
this isn't totally awful.
This is not awful in the slightest, is what Michelle means. And for me, it's a yes, yes, yes. They're both a yes, yes, yes. Is that better? It's 6.6. That's in your head, mate. Mindset.
I think that tastes better. I think it tastes more intense. But
I would blindfold her, but I can't be bothered.
I would drink both of them.
Right.
Yeah, she's
That's
quite
all you
happy.
need to say.
She needs to
Quite
try
happy.
that.
Actually, quite happy. You drink anything, so. There's a certain beer in the fridge, but I will not mention it. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I better go before I get in trouble.
Yeah.
Bonjour.